Hey, Uncle Mark in the mothership, 3-string cigar box guitar, yeah. This is Custard Pie, this is Led Zeppelin. So we have a fretted guitar here. We also have a fretless. So this is a dual lesson for fretted and fretless. I do have a companion video to this, so please take a look at that. I'm just going to get my handy slide and have that handy. So I'm going to play a little bit of this, and then once you get this down, you have the entire song. So here we go. Drop down, baby, and let your daddy sing. Drop down, mama, and just dream of me. Well, my mama likes to fool around all night long. I may be crazy, I should know right from wrong. That's the entire song. You just do it over and over and over and over and over through about 4 or 5 lyrics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lyrics. And then there's some harmonica playing. What do we got going on? G, D, G. 42, 34, 24, those are my gauges. Those are wound electric guitar strings. Playing through a Roland cube, and I'll show you those settings at the end of the video. It's a little Roland mini cube. Same one I use for most of these lessons that I'm in the new mothership with. So this song is an open G, but there's other chords in it, and how do we know where those chords are? So G, G sharp, A, B flat, B, C. This little area here is going to be really important because you're going to go C, B, B flat, and then B flat, A, G sharp. So this is really important in here. C sharp, D, very important chord. D sharp, E, F, very important chord, and G. And that's really all you need to know up here. I mean, if you want to keep going, G, G sharp, A, B flat, B, C, etc., etc. So you can do that yourself at any time. So this song has like a partial rock and roll rhythm to it. So it does a, just like so. So you're kind of walking up. Remember we talked about walking up versus walking down. Walking up goes this way, walking down that way. So you're walking up the fretboard. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You're just kind of walking up. And you're going to hold that note. So that in D, D sharp, E. So it's like doing this, right? Or, but you're just staying 1, 2, 3. You're going to come all the way up to G on this 12th fret and go G, F. Okay, so it takes a little bit to learn this back and forth and be able to hit it and nail it every time. Trust me, it takes time to do this, but it's worth practicing. So if you're down here, come up and hit that. And aim for these 2 dots and just keep practicing this. I've been playing now for 46 years, and I used to practice this back and forth thing from open to 12, from open to 12, from open to 12 for 10 of those years. So it does take a long time. Maybe I take longer than others. Maybe you take less time. But it does take time. So learn that, be able to go back and forth and reach what you're aiming for. If you're aiming for 12, be able to reach it. You're down here. So I want you to come up on your third finger because you can go back and forth with your... These are just bar chords here. 12, 12, 12, 10, 10, 10, G, F, G. Then you go to C. So your C is here on this 5th fret, and you're going to walk down chord-wise. Switch your hand. So, C, hold it, count to 5. So a lot of people will teach you to count 4 count 1 and hit it. But I just tend to count to 5. So here I am. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how I tend to do it. But you're just walking down. And if you do it, you can do it one finger, but I find it easier if you start using your fingers, using your hand position. So 1 hand position, 2 hand position. D, 7th fret, F, and I tend to slide up. So that's how I do this. And once you get this pattern and you get it down pretty good, then you don't really have to worry too much. It's the same pattern over and over and over and over throughout the whole song. So what I wanted to do though was to play this with the fretless. So it's this, you're playing it the same way, but you don't have any chord shapes because we're fretless. But you do have a slide. Whether you put it on any finger, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter to me. I use this one as opposed to my other slide because you can see through it. But you see, I have fret markers on this side, so it's the same thing. So a lot of people can actually fret their fretless. Some people can and some people can't. But if you can, that makes it really easy. And remember, you got to be on the fret, not in the space. So on the fret, on the fret. And then you're going to come up to 12. C, and you're just going to slide down. And I do this all in one motion. So, next strum. D, F, okay? So I do the song the exact same way. I just use the slide and replace C, B, and B flat, and then I stay on B flat, A, G sharp, and open. So the way that would look is one strum, so it's actually an easier tune to play with the fretless and the slide, I think, and that's why I like it so much. But it's just a wonderful thing. Now, if you cannot fret your fretless, there's a trick that I love to use, and what I do is I just touch that D string. See what I'm saying? I just barely touch it. So I hit it there. It's not touching any other strings. It's not touching any other strings. So it's just a technique I use. Right? So it's just a little where I just touch those two notes, right? And that's how I play this song on the Fretless. That's my way of doing it. And it seems to work fairly well. Like I said, please look at my video with the shovel. And so from here, I am going to go grab my shovel, and so I can show you that as well. And that's exactly what I'm doing on the video. And so it works really well. Plug this thing in. Hopefully it's in tune. There we go. So what I do is, if you see real careful, you can see that string, and I just come up and touch it. Right? I'm not touching any other strings. I'm right in that space. In that space, and it takes a little bit of C to B flat to G sharp. D, F. And F you have to guess, but just use your ear. Right? And that's how I do it on this instrument. So I just wanted to show you all the different ways that you can do this. Let me hang this up real fast. Put it up here on the wall. I got these wonderful hooks on the mothership. And so we're back with the fretted. So I do have my slide on. So hybrid, C, count to 5. You know, there's an easy way to do this. If you don't want to tap, tap, tap down, tap, tap, tap down, you could just go C, B flat, and that's totally fine. That's an excellent way to play this thing. I just wanted to show you all the different ways that you can play it on these different cigar boxes and even the shovel. And this is Uncle Mark in the mothership. Thank you so much for everything you do for me. I really, really do appreciate it. I do have a PayPal link here down below. It's at paypal.me/Uncle Mark Tips. And really, thank you so much. $1 a show is all we ask. And I told you I would show you my settings. And these are the settings of my little Roland cube here. And as you can see, okay, I am on that classic stack. My gain is at 12 o'clock. I have a touch of reverb, and I mean just a touch. And my tone is there at 3 o'clock. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. And I think that works really well for this. And if I really want to gainy, I can turn up my volume, because my volume was about halfway. So that gives you an idea of my tone. Thank you so much for everything you do for me. Really, I really do appreciate it. And we'll see you with another lesson soon.